Hello, friends, and welcome back to Wanderlust Gaming. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded anything. I was away for vacation for like 2, 3 weeks, something like that. I'm back to work, so I decided to upload some videos. So during my break, I was able to watch a lot of media and play a lot of games. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, especially Squid Game 2, guys. Season 2 was amazing. It was definitely way better than the first season, I think. Just because of the twist and some like new things that you didn't expect. And overall, I think it was like a great storytelling, and I'm actually surprised that a lot of reviewers gave this negative feedback. And I actually, when I watch something, I just watch it as it is without really watching reviews or anything like that, so I don't get any ideas or stuff like that. And one of the things that I really like was the character development for a lot of the characters that are still alive. Particularly, well, I don't want to spoil the story if you haven't watched the first season or the second one, but there's a lot of interesting characters besides the main character that actually got really good character development. And also, I also found the diversity inclusion stuff was actually done pretty well for this character in particular. So I'm gonna go through some of the characters and just really talk about the character development more than the story, because I think you really need to watch this if you haven't watched the Squid Game at all. Highly recommend it, guys. It was super good. The first season was amazing. Second season was even better, and I'm actually pretty excited for the third season. So let's begin with the story, right? So the story actually picks up where it left off, with the main character here. I can't remember his name right now. But he's actually on he's if you watch the, I'm gonna spoil a little bit of the season 1. But he actually wins the main game, so he gets a ton of money. He goes through a lot of stuff though, so that left him impacted, right, emotionally, and just because of all the things that he had to see, a lot of his friends die and stuff like that. So he's actually like on a hunt for, to track down all these bad people and stuff like that. So it's not like, they actually get into the story, into the games right away. He actually goes through a lot of interesting things that happen to him. And I don't want to spoil a lot of the stuff that happens. But this was actually pretty surprising for me, because I wasn't expecting them to go through this, because usually you're probably thinking like, oh, they're probably gonna go straight into the games. But no, they actually went through, some interesting takes, I would say, and story development for this season. So I think they did a really good job in expanding the universe of this show. And also, if you're interested in like how they live in South Korea and stuff like that, I think you get a really good vision of what it is like to live there. And I actually appreciated that, because it just shows you like how they live there and how things work over there, right? And ultimately, it shows that even if South Korea is a very highly developed country, a lot of people face a lot of issues that the every American person faces. Debt, jobs, and stuff like that. So I really appreciated that they did that. So they don't actually get into the games through maybe into the third chapter or something like that, second or third chapter or episode. And the games were they actually threw like a fastball, I would say. I was expecting the games to be similar, but they actually changed things around. So that was actually pretty interesting to see the changes. And obviously, they introduced a lot of really cool characters that I thought they were really interesting and cool. And here you can see some of them. I'll talk about some of them. I actually like the story between the player number 7 and 149. It's basically the mother and the son, and they're in the game. So it just like it involves, like, I guess it draws you in to care for these characters, right? Because it's like the mom and the son. Yeah, I actually felt a little bit bad for the mother, because it's just weird to be there with the son, right? There was also some characters that die that you don't expect to die so quickly and stuff like that. And I'll talk a little bit about the character that has the diversity and inclusion tag. I think it's character number 120. So it turns out to be a guy. But it's not like you would expect Hollywood to make a character like that, They actually gave like really good reasons about why he or she's in the game. There's some like interesting story about it, what she wants to do with the money. And it's not a character that needs to be like, oh, I'm a strong woman or whatever. They actually show you, I think, how they can like nail a character like that without going over the top, and just being like respectful to the character. I That's what I really thought they did really well with this character that includes the you know what I mean. So I really like that, how they did that, because when I first saw that it was like a trans character, I kind of rolled my eyes. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna do the inclusion thing again. But they nailed it pretty well, and I actually enjoy watching the character. So yeah, overall, the story gets better. I'm actually like looking forward to the games. The games too were pretty cool, in the sense that they were like different from the first season. And I still don't understand why a lot of people gave this second season like a bad rating. I thought it was even better than the first season. This guy, well, we don't know if he's a villain or whatever. He's like an interesting character, and that's the guy here in the middle. If you recognize him from the first season, I don't want to spoil the story, but I thought he was like probably he was probably like the best character. Because I don't know, it was just like interesting to see the character that he's playing and the stuff that they're going through. So yeah, overall, oh yeah, this guy too. This guy was pretty fun to watch. So yeah, no, guys, if you haven't watched the second season of Squid Game 2, you're missing out. And if you haven't watched the Squid Game 1 in the first season, you have a lot now. You can probably watch 1 and 2 in one go, in one run, because I just thought they were really good. It's a good series. I'm enjoying it a lot. Well, the only negative thing I'll say about this is like what I guess a lot of the reviewers were complaining about was I'm not gonna lie, there was like a cliffhanging ending towards the end of the second season, and it was pretty short too. It was only 7 episodes, so you're just kind of like left out with like, oh my god, I want more. But we're gonna have to wait until I think it's coming out in July. So highly recommend it, guys, if you haven't watched it. So I'm gonna be reviewing another movie later too. I watched Transformers 1. I loved it too. It was pretty well done. It kind of like took me back to the 90s era, where you watch Transformers or like a really cool movie like that. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about that. And when it comes to games, yeah, I've been playing a lot of games. I got into Minecraft again. And Fantasy Star Online. So I'm pretty busy right now, just working and playing and doing exercise. So that's but I'm gonna be trying to upload more videos, guys. And thank you for your comments and shares and subscriptions. Bye bye.